Alright, guys, today I will introduce a great woman artist to you guys, and she is Agnes Martin, a woman artist who spent her whole life to painting squares and lines. Her work has been defined as an essay in discussion on inwardness and silence. Besides this one is one of her work. It's called On a Clean Day, and it's a screen print. Agnes Martin was a Canadian-born American abstract painter. She born in Macon, Canada in 1912, and unfortunately she died in 2004. At the age of 20, she went to the United States and she became an American citizen in 1940 in New York. Well, she didn't She didn't decide to become an artist until she was 30, and when she made this choice, she was studying at Columbia University at that time in America. Agnes Martin's work is very unusual, and the public consider her as a minimalist. But the artist herself, Agnes Martin, thinks she's an abstract expressionist. Agnes Martin is famous with her grid and lines painting, but before the grids, during the 1940s and the early 50s, Martin's work was representational, centering on portraits, still life paintings, and the landscape. And the bad thing is we cannot see a lot of her early work because she destroyed most of her early work and began to painting and drawing about grids and lines. And there is not a lot about her early work to find on the internet, so I found only a few, so let's take a look. This is called The Blue Bird, and it's an oil painting on canvas. We can see the details. This is abstract image, and the next one is called Untitled, and it's also abstract painting. We can say it's just we can see the lines, the black and the orange. It's a landscape painting. And this one is called Midwinter. In 1957, she moved her studio to Lower Manhattan. The 50s and the 60s of the 20th century is minimalist and abstract expression begin to start in New York. And she became a good friend with some great artists, such as the minimalists Ayers Watsky, the abstract expression like Robert Rosberg and Jasper Jones, and their artistic styles are also affected by each other. At that time, Martin is also thought to be the key person of the abstract and the new trait of the minimalist. In Martin's own painting, however, she aspired to an extremely pure simplification, and in fact, she perfectly did it in the later of her work. It was a very good and great time over there in his career, and it is the beginning of her work, great painting to be started. Now we are looking for the most important part of the work of Agnes Martin's career. Agnes Martin pared down to the most reductive elements to encourage a perception of perfection and to emphasize transcendent reality. Her signature style was defined by emphasized upline grades and fells of extremely subtle colors. Her paintings become progressively more symmetrical, highly organized, and delicately include squares, rectangles, circles, all best in pale and muted color. With the geometric shapes, the squares, and the lines, those stuff has become Martin's overriding signature, and it's very it's just her style of those kind of painting. And let's take a look of this painting. It's called Friendship, and it's increased gold leaf and gesso on canvas. We can see it's very details. It's just small squares, small grids with very straight vertical lines. And the next one is this one. It's a blue one. It's called Summer. We can see the blue effect with the black lines and its cross. And there's white spots in every squares. It's very, you know, Agnes Martin's style. The next one is untitled. It's a ink drawing on papers. While she was doing those kind of painting at that time, Martin was suffering from schizophrenia. It's very horrible disease, and she is suffered from it all her life, including hearing voice, depression, and anxiety. She often heard different sounds, like sometimes it's just words, like simple words, and sometimes it's music. And the next, for the reason she has never made to the public, Agnes Martin stopped painting for 7 years, beginning in 1967 when she was 55. And she decided to leave New York and have a trip. After the trip, after a couple years, she decided to stay and live in New Mexico. In Martin's career, her paintings are thought to have been inspired by both Chinese Zen culture and the harsh desert culture of the New Mexico. And it was not until 1974 that Agnes Martin resumed painting. This time of her work, the strips are painted in pale blues, pink, and whites, suggesting a geometry of the scenes at its most tranquil and undisturbed. And here's a video I found from YouTube that maybe can give you guys a feel or some idea of how Agnes Martin doing her artwork. Let's take a look. Well, because I'm doing it by myself alone, so we cannot discuss about the video, so sorry about that, and I'm just gonna go ahead with it. So, for this time of her work, the grid in her work is disappeared and replaced by horizontal or vertical lines, and they took on colors different. Those are like light blue, pink, and yellow color. Those gray and light brown lines all gives the picture a different feel. It's like the light goes through the painting itself, and it's so different between those new kind of painting and the painting she made in the past. And like this one is just dark lines, very ordered, very smoothly nice, sitting on the background, white background. And this one is warm. It feels warm color like the yellow. And this one is the gray. I kind of feel like peaceful from those kind of painting. And many of her painting has a positive name, such as this one. Happy Holiday is like light purple or orange acrylic painting and graphic on canvas. It's pretty nice, this one. And the next one is called I Love the Whole World. It's kind of same with the last one, but it's got more details. The pink lines more thin and more smaller. Yes. And from an interview, Agnes Martin said that beauty and perfection are same. They never occur without happiness. It's I believe it's what she thought about her style, her work. And this one. This one is the last painting that Agnes Martin made. It was a geometric picture of lines, triangles, and trapezoidal. The black rising up from the gray and with a highlight top. It's a yellow highlight top over there. This is the last painting she made, and I do have two questions for you guys. See if you do you think Agnes Martin is a minimalist or the abstract expressionist? Well, I personally think she's an abstract expressionist. I mean, the artists think she is a abstract expressionist, so she is. I mean, well, the artists know what is she doing is her own work. I mean, yeah. And for the next question, I said, is Agnes Martin a feminist artist? What kind of art is more acceptable for the public? Like, is a female artist who is doing art, or is a female feminist artist who is doing art? I have this question because I'm thinking about maybe some female artist is just use the name of feminist artist, so have their artwork like get more attention from the public or stuff like that. Yes, sorry if you disagree with me. Like, I mean, well, discuss with it, guys. Thank you.